Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, I'm working on the Hot Pink Havana, and I need to add some back-to-back dangles. So I created some of these with the pearls surrounding the stone at the bottom, but I need some more back-to-backs. And I'm using this red cyan shimmer color and a fuchsia AB. I don't know if you can tell the difference in the stone, but I am. So we're going to do a quick little tutorial on how I make back-to-backs. I'm sure there's already some in the small project alerts, but we're going to do it again. So what you need is painter's tape here and your stones, and a dabber to put the stones in, glue, and some button thread. Now let's get into it. So what I'm doing here is just taking the 20s and laying them down in rows of 4. I believe this is 13 stones a piece. So I'm just going to continue to do that for these next 2 rows, just like that, face down, because when the next step is to add a drop of glue on each one, pull the button thread through and replace the top with a stone. So it'll look like that, just with a string going through it. So once you get all of the stones laid down on their backs like that, you want to go in with just a dot of glue on each one, like that. A nice size dot. And you want to take your button thread. I'm using red because we don't have pink. And just lay it down on top, leaving maybe an inch or 2 at the tip hanging. Go ahead and cut that off, just like that, and cover the string with the next stone. You want to try to keep the string in the center, but that is pretty much it. And that is how you make your back-to-back dangles. Now that all of the dangles are done, we're going to go into this part of the small project alert where I show you how I attach them, similar to how I would if I was putting bugles, which are the beaded tassels that we use. I'm just doing these as if those were them. So I have 6 per area of the pearls, and then 3 of each of the colors. Remember, this one is the light cyan shimmer, and this one is the fuchsia AB. They kind of look similar, but you can kind of see more of the reddish tone in these ones than these ones, and of course the pearls. So there's 6, 6, 6, and then 6 for the back. I did finish stoning the back in the regular video. It looks good. So, and then 3 and 3 for the other flat back. So let's get into it. I don't think I'm gonna hang any from the neck, but definitely here in the front. So let's get into that. And I'll try to zoom in so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So I was able to do the back-to-backs the same way I would do the bugles, which are these here, these ones here, just by putting the glue dot down and capping it with a stone to hold it in place, which is fine. But when I tried to do that with the pearls, they were a little too heavy just to be held on by a stone. And that reminded me that I have it on this specific Swarovski thread that the pearls came on because they need to be sewn in. So we're gonna sew these 6 on in strategic places for movement, and let me show you how I do that. This is how they look. All the way dangled up. Very cute. Very twisty. Very much a lot of movement. So now I'm gonna go in and cut all of these little extras off. Alright, so I got them all in. Left bust, right bust, and the bottom and the front. I think it looks really nice. Got some motion, some movement. I think it looks just enough. So now we're gonna go in, sew those on, and then move around to the back and sew those on. And add the other bugles. Well, back to backs. Okay, so I love that I have all the tools that I need here. So these are the jump rings I'm going to use. While it looks like they're golden here, the ones that are screwed into these pearls. Let me see. Yeah, that one looks golden. This one looks a little silver. Anyway, I'm gonna use silver anyway. So I think I'm gonna use the smallest ones that we have. So let me take these down, attach the jump hoop, and then I'm going to sew that secondary jump hoop to the dress, and then dot it with a stone, maybe the size 16s. So what I did was kind of embroider around that jump ring a few times, wrap it around a few times, so it still has the wiggle effect and be secure. Now I'm going to top it off here with a size 16 stone, and that one is done. Alright, so I just did all 3, added a little bit of golden shadow to the rest of the strap. I'm gonna add some more to that bottom one, just 2. And then since I do have 2 more of these dangles on the back, since the front is done, I'm just gonna go ahead and sew those 2 on as well. So I got my little pearl dangles on. As you can see, they're dangly. It's sewed on tight, similar to embroidery style. Not as neat as embroidery, of course, but it's sewed on. So I think I'm just gonna stone this really pretty here on the small project alert, just to extend the time a little bit. I try not to make my small project alerts 30 minutes, which is pretty much the length of a regular video, but sometimes it does. But I'll fast forward it through some of the scenes where I'm not talking and just give you the view. So I'm gonna stone this with some of the regular stones and some of the pearls. So let's get into that. It is done. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Now we're gonna go into this and add the last of these dangles, and the small project will be done. back. It looks gorgeous. So cute. Thank you for watching this episode of Small Project Alert. All the small projects are done, and I will see you in the final scene and the next one. Good morning. Welcome back to the show. Oh my God, as you can see it through the glare? I finally finished the pink dress. Hot Pink Havana. When I tell you this dress took me out, it was so labor intensive. Oh my gosh. You know, I've done heavy lace before, but not like this. I think it was because Julia wanted the 3D effect. Let me let you get into it. So this would be the 3D effect. So you see how I stoned the pearls to pop up the lace and make the lace look like that's a perfect example right there. How it's popped up and propped up. But it came out gorgeous. It came out absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.